Hello everyone, welcome to LICD lecture 21D. Today's topic is design of a stable or square wave generator using op-amp. So this is the second half of that. Last time also we have derived a similar numerical, but today we will adopt a slightly different approach. So we have to design a square wave generator for frequency of oscillations of 1 kilohertz. So assume that op-amp is powered with plus or minus 11 volts DC supply, and we have a special condition over here. The special condition is we have to select R1 as 1.16 times R2. So we will utilize this situation and analyze the numerical accordingly. So yeah, R1 is this resistance and R2 is this resistance. So this is my circuit diagram of a stable multivibrator or square wave generator. This circuit should generate a square wave of 1 kilohertz frequency. Okay, so let us start. The time period for a stable multivibrator is given by, in the last lecture we have derived it, T is equal to 2 times R3 into C1. Actually here this should be C1 into ln of natural log of 1 plus beta upon 1 minus beta, where beta is R2 upon R1 plus R2. So we assume R1 as 1.16 times R2. So we assume the value of R2 as 10 kilo ohm standard value. R1 will be coming out to be 11.6 kilo ohm, where you can consider it to be 12 kilo ohm standard. So beta, if you evaluate on a calculator, you will get it as 0.4629. Okay, so over here, the time period, you again substitute these values of beta over here. So you can, if you work it out, you will get a ln of 2.7237, which is equal to 1 actually. Okay, so your time period formula reduces to twice R3 into C1. Now the frequency is given by 1 kilohertz, so F naught will be 1 upon T. So F naught is, we can substitute as 1 kilohertz, and T will be 2 times R3 C1. So R3 C1, if you work it out, you will get it as zero point 0.5 into 10 raised to 3. So here we assume the value of C1 as 0.1 microfarad. So R3, if you work it out on a calculator, you will get 5 kilo ohms. So select the value of R3 as 5 kilo ohms quarter watt. Okay. Now we select the standard value of resistors when we actually do this circuit on the breadboard. Then we require standard values, but in simulation we can substitute the direct values as it is. So this is my design circuitry. C1 is zero point 0.1 microfarad, R3 is 5 kilo ohms, R1 is 11.6 kilo ohm, and R2 is 10 kilo ohm. So let us go back to our reflection spot. So we will be building a square wave generator using op-amp OP07, and we'll plot VC of T and V out of T and observe whether we are getting correct answers or not. So let us start. Okay, let me go back to the design circuit. Okay, so as you can see, this is my, okay, I guess now it is visible. Okay, so this is my left hand side is my design. We have just now done it on OneNote PDF, and on the right hand side we have the LT Spice circuit for the same. So this is 0.1 microfarad, and this is 5 kilo ohms R3. R1 is 11.6 and R2 is 10 kilo ohm. Where here plus or minus V sat plus or minus 10, and your upper threshold point and a lower threshold point. If you calculate, I know you can calculate with this formula. VTH and VTL will be beta times VSAT and minus beta times VSAT. Your beta will be, it won't be exactly 5 actually. So we shouldn't write here actually 5. In this case, it will be slightly different. Okay, so we will concentrate on plus VSAT and minus VSAT. It is plus 10 and minus 10, and we'll observe that in the waveforms. So let us start over here. I think the values of VTL and VTH will be slightly different because your plus or minus beta is changed now a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we'll concentrate on these values now. So we simulate this. Okay, let me close this. Let me run it again. Okay, so here I will check I will plot the voltage across the capacitor, that is VC. Okay, and I'll also plot the output voltage. Okay, so here is my circuit. Now we can, start from here, and we can check the, the highest values over here. So this will be around let's say this should be close to 4.8 actually, and the height of the the capacitor voltage. So height of the capacitor voltage is VTH and VTL. So basically here it is given as around um, phi and minus phi. So let us calculate beta over, I mean the beta value over here is how much? 0.4629. So it is quite close, quite nearby zero point 0.5. So not a problem. The VTH and VTL value will be slightly different in this case. So we have to be careful. I think these values are a little bit wrong and we have to correct them out. Okay. So plus VSAT and minus VSAT, we will check it now. So output voltage is this. This is my output voltage of a square wave. So this is around 9.99 and this is around 9.99. So we're getting 9.99 and 9.99. And similarly, we can check the time period by checking the two intervals over time, that is at 0 volts. So you subtract this 1.922 milliseconds minus 0.936 milliseconds. So if you inverse that, you will get a frequency. So frequency is coming out to be 1.03 kilohertz. Okay, and these are the formulas which I have used. I guess I think this is what the design. And for the next half, what we will do is we'll consider the same design. So over here we have over here. So we'll consider same design, but we'll put a limiter circuit with a Zener breakdown of 6.8. So here we have already seen last time. So here the output should oscillate between plus 7.5 and minus 7.5, and you will get a new values of VTH and VTL basically. Okay, your beta value will also change a little bit. Okay, so let us check it out now. Okay, so here we will check again plus VSAT minus VSAT. Let me open that circuit. Here we get a control over the output amplitude basically. Okay, with Zener DAS connected back to back. Okay, so this is my, let me just okay, yeah, now it will come properly. Okay, so this is my circuit diagram. As you can see, it's exactly the same. Okay, this has to be, yeah. So this is my circuit diagram for a stable multivibrator or a square wave generator with voltage limiter. So here we are only checking, I mean rest all the things will be fine, but we only have to concentrate on the output peak to peak. So here we desire it to be oscillating between plus 7.5 and minus 7.5. Let us see if this circuit gives that range or no. So here is my output, here is my capacitor voltage. So over here, let's check the output. So the output is around 7.47. Let us take one more cursor. Okay, so peak to peak value is around, it's revolving, it's oscillating between 7.47 and minus 7.47. That's quite good. That's close to 7.5. And your frequency of oscillation also will be close to 1 kilohertz. I guess I think that's it for this session. We have designed a stable multivibrator similarly, so as we have done it last time, but today we have encountered one condition, that is R1 should be 1.16 times R2. So we have completed our objective. We have completed our objective for this lecture, and that's it for this lecture. And have a good day. Thank you.